Hey, it's me again. Well, this was going to be kind of a wrap-up of my Guadalcanal game by Avalon Hill, but for some reason, I think my laptop's RAM was pretty full or something. Anyway, the camera um, basically just was kind of working, then it wasn't working, and so on and so forth. So I pretty much lost all audio on that video. So by the time I discovered that, I'd already put the game up. So I'm just going to make a brief, kind of a brief overview of some of my thoughts and stuff on the game. I really like it. I got about halfway through it, through the basic game basically. And for an older Avalon Hill game, I think it holds up pretty well. I would like to see it have a few more subsystems to make it a little bit more complex, like an air system, a naval system, which both can be found in an old issue or two of the General. It needs a supply system in it. The tournament game has a supply element for artillery. The step reduction system I really like. Um, Hidden movement, of course, I couldn't really play with for obvious reasons. I like the game. Graphically, of course, it could use an update, but all the old Avalon Hill classics are that way. So taking it upon the merits of the game as it was published at the time, I think it stands up pretty well. I think it deserves to be in probably the sub-tier of classics. Maybe not with Stalingrad, Afrika Korps, etc., but at least the next few, like Anzio and Air Assault on Crete, some stuff like that, somewhere in that area. With a few house rules and modifications, I think it could be a very good game. Um, I'd like to see kind of a historic landing areas delineating where the actual units came into play at. The order battle, I think, is fairly accurate for its time. The components are really good. Hard-mounted maps, thick counters, heavy cardstock for charts and tables. Other than that, I really like it. I wish I could get more into it, but I just don't have the time to really study the game. Back then, when they produced 4 or 5 games, a year, maybe a dozen, you had more time between games to really play them and get to know them. Whereas today, they put out 3 or 4 games a month, and there's just no way that you can become proficient at a game like that unless that's all you play. So, take that for whatever. Anyway, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. I'm going to try and cross my fingers. I'm going to try and increase my output somewhat, but I can't make any promises. Um, Other than that, I'm going to try, like I said, add more content. I'm still trying to find a formula that I like, that I think you might like, but in the end, it really comes down to, do I like the game? Do I like what I'm doing? That type of thing. So anyway, we'll see. I'm flexible. Uh, Until then, I'll see you next year. Bye.